Okay. Hey there, how's it going, everybody? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to the Lazy Ass Samurai YouTube channel. And today, I'm happy to bring you the very first in what I would hope to be a long-running series of what I would like to call Lazy Ass Reviews, where I will be just giving a fairly brief, impromptu review on the latest movies that I've seen, and to prevent it from going into rambling territory or stretching out too long, I'm going to go ahead and not do an intro because I'm too lazy to actually do something. I actually you can actually see my bed this time because I'm too lazy to move my chair. So I think it's pretty lazy. I think it fills the bill when it comes to being a lazy ass review. And I will be going through my movies on a basis of stuff I like, stuff I didn't like, spoiler territory if it applies to any films, and then finally I will give it a number ranking. I don't know, this could vary from film to film over time when I rewatch them. But as it stands, these are going to be the reviews, and the numbers that I give are pretty much the numbers that I give. So, I mean, you could probably guess. Yeah, I know. Obviously. I'm here to review Spider-Man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm here to review the Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train, because I know I did talk briefly in my last video, my birthday upload. Yes, thank you so much. I know, I'm 22 now. But I did speak briefly in my birthday upload about how I wanted to do the next 3 videos that I put out. I wanted them to be on my 3 birthday films, 3 of the films that came out in April that I was going to go see. So with that being, going in the order in which I've seen it, I'm going to go with Demon Slayer first. So I guess I can kind of, spoiler alert, it's a 10 for me. 10 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Bum it offline. I actually think it's still running in theaters this week. It actually beat out Mortal Kombat, which makes me pretty happy to see, being such a fan. But yeah, so I'm just going to skip to the ranking. It's a 10 out of 10. Stuff that I like. I would like to, if I were to compare this to anything in terms of like hype factor for Demon Slayer, I would say this is like peak Mount Natagumo arc, so probably episode 19 of season 1. So if you loved just how lit, and no pun intended, how lit and how hyped episode 19 was of Demon Slayer, this movie is going to be right up your alley and you are going to love it, because I would say that the fight scenes and the animation are on par, if not better than they are or in episode 19. You know, when Tanjiro goes after Rui and it gets lit and it's popping and it's crazy and it's wild. That's what this movie is in a nutshell. It's crazy and wild and it's lit. It's funny. The animation's good. The pacing's solid. It's damn near a 2-hour movie, clocking in at an hour and 59 minutes. So it might as well be 2 hours. But it does not feel like it. First time, felt like it went by in a blink of an eye, and very much similar to when I watch Avengers Endgame, it just does not feel like it's runtime, which is good. That's pretty much what I did like. Can't say there's not a lot that I didn't like. I mean, there's one thing I didn't like, but there's nothing I can really do about it, and it's something that I'll be touching in on my spoiler part of this quick little review. But the movie was solid. Actually, no. There is one thing that I didn't like. But it's not as much of a gripe to me, as you can tell, because it literally just dawned on me. I feel like my boy Zenitsu did not get a lot of screen time. I feel like he deserved more screen time because he's my favorite simp in anime at the moment. I feel like he could have got more screen time, but I feel like the time that he did get on screen was very well done. I feel like they did the character well in the film. Zenitsu, my dude, my boy, my mans. So I feel like that's solid. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think, and I don't think there's anything else I've really found wrong with the movie. Everything else is great. The animation, oh my god, the music, the score, oh my gosh. The music in the film is so good, and it goes so well with all the scenes that you're just like, oh my god, like, it just doesn't miss. It doesn't miss, especially in that last scene, in that last epic fight. It is just like it is just so good. Like, when it plays, I get chills. Like, both times I saw it in theater. Because the movie was so good that I saw it opening night in English in theaters. And then so good that I went and saw it again in Japanese just this past Friday, and it was still so good, so good that I had to experience it twice in theaters, knowing that I can go home and watch it through other means that I may not be allowed to speak about, or I could even read the manga and catch up. But it was just that good. So, with that being said, if you guys don't want spoilers, if you don't want spoilers and want to go see it for yourself, I highly recommend it. I say leave the video now. My feelings will not be hurt because now I'm gonna go straight spoiler territory for this final bit of the video. You've been warned. Like I said, this is an impromptu review. This is a lazy ass review, so I'm too lazy to go and edit this. So just consider this your spoiler warning. Like boop, pop up right there. You're welcome. And there's no time to skip to because that's pretty much it. Now, I'll tell you what. There's nothing I can do about it, but I guess you could say I did not appreciate how they made me equal parts fall in love with Rengoku and then just take him away from me within the same movie. Okay? We only get a glimpse of him at the Hashira meeting arc and the first season, or right after Mount Nanagumo. I didn't like him because my boy went from, let's put Tanjiro on trial, to, oh my god, he's been traveling with a demon? Kill the boy and the demon. And I'm like, what do you know? All you Hashiras are just stuck up, but I will tell you what, they somehow, within these 2 hours of this film, they made me fall in love with Rengoku, they made me marvel at his power, and they've also made me scared of the upper ranks of the 12 Kizuki. So let me just break it down for you. So in the first half of this movie, or maybe even longer than that, we've got the lower one, right? You've seen season 1, he was the only surviving member of the lower 6 Kizuki, and you know, old boy was given more blood, and he was tasked with going and eating more. You know, demons go kill and eat and get stronger. So we have my boy, he's tasked with doing this, and first half of the movie is solely just Tanjiro, Inosuke, Nezuko, and Zenitsu partnering up with Rengoku, the Flame Hashira, on this train, on the Mugen Train, partnering them with him to stop the lower one from killing the 200 passengers on the train. Okay, the biggest, I call it a twist. To me, I thought it was a twist because pretty early on in the film, we realized it's about dreams. You know, he puts them in a dream state and tries to kill their spiritual core and their subconscious, and then kill them as he's done before. Really cool, by the way. I love the aspect of dreams, and I love how this member of the Kizuki's like power was just dream manipulation in a way. So pretty much Tanjiro finds out that he has to kill himself to wake up from his dream, and he does before anyone else. Then he confronts the demon at the head of the train, slices his head clean off, and I'm saying this has to be a fake out because we've seen demons that are smarter than this, and sure enough it was. It turns out as they were asleep, the demon, the lower one, he fused himself with the train itself, so the train is him. And they have to literally kill the train to free everybody before he devours all 200 passengers. So everyone wakes up out of the dream state. They do it. It's bombed. It's beast. Cut the head off. Inosuke and Tanjiro do the super dope combo move together. Take out the train. We're good. Happy ending. I'm like, okay, this is nice. But I feel like this isn't it. Because it's not. Because my question is, how are you going to go from the lower one being the antagonist to taking the upper 3 of the Kizuki and sending him in and just wrecking shit? I'm sorry, excuse my French, but this dude literally pulls up and wrecks. Like, we don't even know where he comes from. I'm gonna be honest with you. Prior to this movie coming out, I had used 2 of the posters released in Japan as wallpaper, lock screen and home screen wallpaper for my phone. The lock screen was the one that they are advertising the movie with in Japan, or in the US right now, and it's, you know, Tanjiro and the lower one in the train in the background. But then there was a second poster where it's Rengoku versus the upper 3, but I didn't know it was the upper 3 at this point. I just thought he was like a side demon, right? I thought this was just someone that he fought. When I found out this was the upper 3 of the 12 Kizuki, I kind of pooped my pants, but I was like, wow. But we know how powerful Rengoku is. We've seen his sword techniques, his flame techniques. So I thought he actually would handle it. And he did, to an extent. Amidst the amazing fight that just gave me chills all throughout, Rengoku is dead. He is killed. Takes a whole arm through the abdomen, or through his stomach. And, yeah, it hurt. I've never seen an anime movie in theaters before, so this was a whole new experience, but I for sure cried with the whole theater full of people. and it hit different. The first time around, everything got me. From the dust settling to me seeing Rengoku dead, or not dead, but in the midst of dying. When Tanjiro gives this whole speech where he just spits straight facts at the upper three. Because basically the upper three is almost killed. His neck is almost sliced and the sun's coming up. So you're thinking, okay, this dude made a pretty grave mistake. He's even pleading with Rengoku, like, let me make you a demon because you're so strong and I want to spar with you forever. You know it's crazy when a demon respects anyone that's not a demon. Or rather, anyone that's not Muzan Kabutsuji, okay? So, dude, of course, regenerates super fast, rips off his own arms, gets away into the forest. Tanjiro straight javelin throws his sword using a flame technique that we haven't seen before. And he starts spitting facts like, oh, you demons are cowards. We fight you in the nighttime. We come to you. We hunt you down. We're human. Our wounds don't regenerate that well, but we still take the fight to you. Like Tanjiro emotionally spits facts, and I'm just like, oh my, he's right though. And then Rengoku gives this talk to Tanjiro, saying set your heart ablaze, or whatever he says that is just so iconic that I want tattooed all over my body. My man's literally sees his dead mom, and he asks if he made her proud, and she says yes, and after that he dies with a smile on his face. I cried when that happened even harder. His messenger crow, you know, the one that they get assigned when they're demons, like, yeah, the crow flew away crying. The crow flew away with tears in his eyes as he went to go inform everyone else that Rengoku has passed. And that was it. That was a nail in the coffin. I cried. If not for Inosuke being the comedic, you know, like uplifting to that moment, I would have for sure cried for the rest of the time. But then I did laugh as well as everyone else in the theater. Cried the second time I saw it. Guess you could say Rengoku left an impression on me because I went and bought this wooden replica sword on Amazon. Yes, I know. I did that. But I couldn't help but honor this man some way that I could. So yeah. That was probably the biggest set of spoilers for the film. And there's so much more to it, but I don't want this video to get too long because I've been putting out like half-hour videos and I can't believe it. This is already longer than I wanted it to be. Bottom line, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mugen Train, 10 out of 10. Best movie of 2021 in my opinion. Don't think anything else is going to top it. And go see it. And go cry. And go tell me about what you thought of the movie in the comments below. With that being said, tune in next week where I'm going to be giving my review of the newest Mortal Kombat film. Go ahead and see what I liked, what I didn't like, and see the final ranking that isn't exactly as like positive as this one. I'm not going to get into it because I know I will, so I'm going to cut it off there. Be sure to, if you like this, or if you're looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like and subscribe. You know, I'm kind of getting this rolling out now. I kind of have a pretty decent idea of how I want to conduct my videos moving forward on the channel. Thanks for tuning in if you made it this far. If not, that's fine too. Yeah, be sure to... Oh, also, sorry, I completely forgot. Blanked. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram if you want to see what my life's like outside of YouTube videos, and Twitter for my thoughts and ideas on what I want to do with the channel. It'd be cool. It'd keep you guys posted and updated. But with that being said, thanks for tuning in again. Be sure to... Oh, I already said that. Be sure to stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay lazy. I will see you guys next time.